the mentor stain with Enime Urebo on the visionary parenting Enime Urebo. You want your freedom. Every teenager wants their freedom. I know what I am doing. I'm not a baby. Yes. How many times have you caught yourself rolling your eyes like, my mom won't just let me be. My dad won't just get off my back. You want your freedom. I know that because I was once a teenager and I actually felt my parents were choking. I mean, that was too much, wahala every time. You feel that way too, right? Always telling you what to do. More like prognosing in your affairs, telling you what to do. They don't allow you to do certain things. You want to make up, they tell you, no, you are not, it's not okay for you to make up. You want a phone, no, you don't need to have a phone. They come and tell you, oh, you're this friend, this person you are friends with, you are not, they are not comfortable with the person, they breathe down on your neck, you are not studying your books. They are literally like choking you. They are choking you. As a teenager, I get that it can be annoying, it can be frustrating, and I feel your pulse, and I also think sometimes it is too much. They should just give you some breather. I mean, what is it self? That is what we are all about today, about guidance from your parents, you wanting independence and your parents guiding you. Here's the thing. If you've flown on an airplane before, you will know that the pilots are very skilled. They know what they are doing, but they always listen to the air controller, Even though the pilots are skilled, they are the ones doing the thing. So of course they know what they are doing, but they listen to the air controller because the air controller is the one that will tell them the situation of the weather, the wind direction. We tell them the other planes flying with them. Without the air controller, the pilots may just be clashing. They may just go and clash. That is what your parents represent in your life. Yes, it can be frustrating, it can be choking, but I tell you something, your parents are not deliberately, they are not in your life to choke you, they are not in your life to frustrate you. Just like the pilot needs the air controller, just like the pilot needs the air controller, as a teenager growing up, you definitely need guidance. You need guidance. You do not know it all. So what you want to do is to sit back. If you are here as usual, to sit back, grab your pen, grab your water, and grab your book, because you are about to learn. Yes, you want them to give you that freedom. I also wanted that when I was growing up. Even till now, I remember one time, one teenager near me was telling me, I can't just wait to get into the university. When I get there, at least I'll be free from all this noise. These people are literally choking me. I get that. But here, let's look at some of the reasons you actually want your parents. You actually shouldn't. You shouldn't do life alone. You shouldn't allow yourself to figure it out alone. You need to know why. Now, the very first reason is, have you read about the brain, the human brain? If you're in science class, you would have heard about the human brain. The human brain is segmented into there are different parts of the human brain. Now, the part that is responsible for your reasoning, for you to be able to think, research has it that it doesn't fully develop until you are 25, 26, at most, at maybe 22 or so. But 25, 26, your brain is still developing. So until your brain is fully developed, as a teenager growing up, as a young adult growing up, you need someone whose brain is fully developed to help you make decisions, to help you think. So your brain is still under construction. It's not ready for certain types of decisions. You know what? The brain that is responsible for emotions is developed already. At that age of you being a teenager, the emotional aspect of your brain is developed fully. But the reasoning part of your brain is not developed. So it simply means that as a teenager, you are going to see yourself or find yourself making decisions very many times based on your emotions. You are going to make decisions based on your emotions and not your reasonings. It is why very many teenagers, they make decisions. Now, if you sit back, you ask the adults around you. If you have mentors, if you have parents, if you have pastors, if you have grown adults, ask them some of the things they did when they were your age. You know what? They are going to laugh at themselves. They are going to say, I was so stupid. I was so dumb. How could I? I can't believe I actually did this. Me, I often look back and say, oh God, I wish I didn't do this. How did I even think that made sense for me to have done? How did I even come up with that? How did that even make sense to me? For the love of Christ. I always just sit back and that is it. You know why? Because when I was that age, a teenager like you, my brain was not fully developed. So I made decisions based on emotions and actually felt, oh, it's my life. I know myself better. I'm no longer a baby and all those blah, 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 blah. So the same thing with you as a teenager. Your brain is not fully developed. You are not able to make reasonable decisions. Rather, you are making decisions based on your emotions. You do not realize it. You feel, oh, I'm growing up, I'm grown, and all of that. Now, it is why you need someone who has lived beyond 26, someone whose brains are fully, or rather, whose brain is fully developed. They are able to reason. Now, here's the thing. Their brain is fully developed, so they are able to think. And secondly, they have a lot of experiences. What you are going through, the phase you are, they have gone through that phase before. They know exactly. They may not know. They know exactly how you are feeling. They may not experience the exact same thing you are experiencing, but they know the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions behind what you are experiencing, and they are better able to guide you. It's just like you as a teenager, for example. You have a friend, you've passed through a road, you realize, oh, this road, there's a ditch. This road may be like they have something on it, it's such a beautiful road everywhere, but there's a ditch on that road. Maybe the road is in swampy or something like that. Would you allow your friend to pass that road? You will not allow your friend. You are going to tell your friend, that road, it may look fine, but it's swampy. You are going to sink. You are going to sink before you walk far. That is exactly it. Your parents, their reasoning brains are fully developed. The prefrontal cortex, which is their reasoning brains, are fully developed. And apart from that, they also have experience. They have seen, they have experienced what you are experiencing. They have their fair share of friends, negative friends. Every single thing your parents don't want you to do. Every single thing your parents are warning you about. Every single thing you feel, oh, your parents are actually choking you, they are overwhelming you. I tell you, your parents have gone through all those things. They've gone through them. So they have better experience than you. Another reason why you should relax and listen to your parents, listen to the adults around you, listen to what we call voice of reasoning, because you are in the most defining stage of your life. You are in the most defining season of your life. The season where decisions you make shape your future. The seasons where decisions you make, they go a long way to determine the kind of future you will have. Have you heard of the name, the person, the very dark man? How many of you watching me right now knows the very dark man? If you know the very dark man, please put it in the comment section. Oh, you know the very dark man. This is not about whether you like him or you don't like him. It's about knowing him. Guess what? Every single time he has an issue with someone, what do they bring up? If you know what they bring up, write it in the comment section. They bring up his past, where he said, oh, he was hustling, he was doing all sorts of things. He started selling his private pictures, and videos and all of that. Every now and then people bring that in. Do you think he's proud of it? Oh no, he is not proud of it. But when he was doing those things, he may feel, what is the big deal? It's my life, so I don't care, But not knowing that it will come and haunt him in the future. I see people telling him, oh, president, VDM for president, go for presidency, go for political office and all of that. I tell you something for free. The day he wants to say, oh, that is the day they will bring out more pictures defaming things he had done. So he had sabotaged himself by just doing those things when he was in his defining season. So as a teenager growing up, you are in your defining season, in your most defining season. The decisions you make right now, they will shape your future a great deal. So you need a voice of reasoning. You need people around you who know better. It's okay to think, oh, nobody knows what I'm going through. It's okay to think, oh, the way I'm feeling. It's okay to, no, I tell you something. It's okay to think about all of that. But people are ahead of you. They know better. So what you are feeling, what you are going through is not new. People have gone through them. And people have actually overcome those phases by not being random. So you are in your defining season in your life, and you cannot afford to be allowed to figure it out alone. You cannot afford to do your defining seasons all by yourself. You need guidance. You need a voice of reasoning. Remember, if you're allowed to just figure it out alone in this your defining season, you are greatly an emotional being right now. You are not reasonable, which means you are going to make decisions based on your emotions, based on how you are feeling. Oh, I feel alone. Everyone is doing it. Let me do it, Oh, they don't like me because I'm not doing it. Let me do it. Oh, let me do anything. I feel I'm in love. Let me do anything to prove that I love. Oh, all my friends, they're already doing these things. They're having big cars. Or what are they doing, self? Let me join them. You are driven by emotions. You are being influenced by emotions in this your defining season, your defining phase. You are vulnerable. You are emotionally influenced. Your thinking faculty, reasoning faculty is not fully developed to capacity yet. So you cannot make decisions that are reasoning influenced, rather than making decisions that are emotion influenced. So you need a voice of reasoning. You need your parents. You need adults around you. They are constantly telling you, not because they don't understand you, not because they don't know how you are feeling, not because they want to be a killjoy, but rather they know that they are your prefrontal cortex in this defining season of your life. Number 3 is, you can't yet see everything. You can't yet see everything. Your parents have walked past the road you are just discovering. You think, oh, you are just discovering this particular path. You are just discovering this particular road. Your parents have walked past that road. Have you ever heard the saying that what a young person sees sitting, standing, or what an adult sees sitting, even if a young person climbs to the longest branch of the longest tree, the young person cannot see it. Absolutely true. It's not in the literal sense of it. It's in wisdom from experience. Because the road you are just discovering, the road you feel, oh, they have walked past that road. They have walked down that road several times. Check them out now, the number of years they have spent. Every generation has its own dynamics. Let me say that. However, things as principles are the same, life is the same, expectations are the same, human beings are still the same. Human beings have originally not changed, because human beings have originally not changed because we are influenced by our emotions as human beings. But as we grow older, we are able to reason. So whether you are 14, you are 16, you are 18, you are 21, I tell you, when your parents were your age, they experienced what you are experiencing now. Life challenges you are experiencing now, emotions you are experiencing now, they experience it. So now that is why you can't afford to just leave them out of it, because they've experienced it and they are ready here to guide you. So everything they are saying is actually to guide you. Sometimes I get the fact that some parents are not skilled, so they are not able to probably guide you properly, guide you. You feel, oh, my parents are nagging, my parents, they are too harsh, my parents, they are mean, they are always. Yes, I get that fact. Oh, they may be nagging and all of that. But the truth of the matter is, your parents, they've passed through the phase you are, and what they want is to guide you. They may not know how to go about it properly, but I tell you, they are guiding you. They have the knowledge. They may not have the skills to go about it properly, but I tell you, they know exactly what they are doing, and what they are doing is for your own good. They've gone through that stage. Another reason you need to listen to voice of reasoning, you need to listen to your parents, people around you, is because they are protecting you. They want you to grow safely rather. Like I told you before, they have been there where you are now, where you think you are now, when you think nobody understands, nobody knows you. I tell you, they have been there. So they understand, so they know it better than you. You may be the one experiencing it. Oh, I'm the one feeling this way. I'm the one that my friends call XYZ. I'm the one that are being bullied or rejected by my friends. You may be actually feeling that way. But hey, your parents or the voice of reason around you, they have felt that way. In their feelings, they made decisions that probably sabotage them. They learned the hard way, and it's like a plug and play. They know exactly what happened and where they made a mistake, and they are not willing for you to make that same mistake again. So they are not ready to teach you so that you can be safe. Yes, again, like I said, it can be like, oh, their own is too much. They are always on my case. They are always bothering me. They are overwhelming me. It can be like that. It can feel like that. But the truth of the matter is, it is actually for your own good. It is for your own good. Like I told you, you are in your defining moments, your defining season in your life. You don't want to wake up years from now and you realize that, oh my God, I made a decision years ago that is actually sabotaging me. I remember when there was this man, Pastor Iyamo. If you follow politics in Nigeria, I think there was a time he wanted to contest for election in Edo State. Guess what happened? People started digging up his past, what he did. Oh, they said he was a cultist, he used to force women, all sorts of manners, what he did when he was in the university. His defining season. Those seasons probably were, oh, my friends are doing it, let me do it. Oh, someone is bullying me, this is what I'm going to do. I want to be a hard man to be able to, those decisions he made. And here is the thing, I always say to teenagers and young adults that you have a whole life ahead of you. God's willing, you are going to live 80 years. You are going to live 90 years. That's your defining season. Remember, if you make an irrational decision, that decision can impact you for the rest of your life. I have made reference to the very dark man. If you know him, write it in the comment section, you know him. A decision he made in his much younger season, in his defining season, that decision is still haunting him till today. So he comes up to say, you are seeing my private pictures, you are sharing my private pictures, don't worry, I will be sending them to you every day. I tell you something for free, he is not proud, he is not happy. If you ask him, he actually wishes he could change back the hands of time. He actually wishes he could go back and undo it. He has come several times, he comes out to advise young people. So why do you think he's advising younger people? Because he's not proud of himself, he doesn't like it. So even if he tries to cover up today, you are going to share my private picture, no problem, I'm going to give it to you every day. He's not proud of it. It is sabotaging him. Now imagine if he did not have that. Imagine if he had not lived that life. Now imagine if he had a voice of reasoning around him. If you look at his story, you realize that his dad was not in the picture. And then the mom raising boys probably would have been overwhelming for her, because she was lost. She was just all about, let me even feed them, let me even clothe them, let me even put a shelter over their head. So she probably did not even have all the emotional capacity or the parenting skills to sit down and become a voice of reasoning to them. Like she didn't have the skills to actually become a voice of reason to them. And the father that probably would have stepped in, balanced things, was not in the picture. And I'm very certain he didn't have the opportunity to listen to me like you are having now. Because growing up, frankly, we didn't have the opportunity to listen. We didn't have mentors. We didn't have parents who were intentional about their parenting. We didn't have it. So you have it now. The voice of reasoning. You cannot afford not to listen. If you are just joining me, I've shared very empowering tips already, of strategies or information. You want to go back at the end of the video, you want to go back to the beginning and catch up and watch the other what the ones you missed out. Voice of reasoning. So let's move into what happens when you do not listen to voice of reasoning. What happens when you say, oh, I'm an adult? What happens when you say, after I'm 18, it is my life, I know what I'm doing, this is what are bothering me? Well, I've seen teenagers even running away from home, girls especially. They run away from home, they go and cohabit with a boy. They feel, oh it's my life, I know what I'm doing, he loves me, I love them. I've seen a teenager before who was so super happy. Yes, she became disrespectful for her parents because she was dating a boy, and the boy got won visa lottery in those days. The boy got an opportunity to travel abroad to America, and so she was so happy. She was now doing, what we call shakara all over, being rude to her guardian and everybody. So she made the boy go back and see how he could change the visa so that he could accommodate both of them. And unfortunately, both of them were now denied. The boy that had it before, the visa was eventually denied, and today she is struggling. If that boy had sense of voice of reason around him, someone he ran to talk to, the case may have been different. If the girl had a voice of reasoning around her, someone she ran to talk to, the case may have been different. You have a voice of reasoning. You have people around you. I know sometimes they can feel, like I said, some parents don't have the skills. So because of that, they may go about it the wrong way. But the truth of the matter is that even if they are going about it the wrong way, it is for your own good. You don't know it all. Now let's talk about what can happen when you refuse to listen. One, you are going to make decisions based on emotions, based on how you are feeling. like someone is angry. There's a saying that you cannot, because you are angry, use an axe, axe to kill a rat because you are angry. You know, I remember I had a friend back then in the uni days. One day, he was walking. We're walking together. He was a guy. We're walking together, and a bus was passing, and a bus almost hit him. That was how this guy picked a stone and threw at the bus. I tell you, he narrowly escaping hitting other vehicles. I was like, are you really kidding me? What if this stone had hit the other vehicle, the windscreen, and had broken the windscreen? What would have happened? The bus would have long be gone. And then you will now be held to pay for the windscreen. Like, really? You know, that is emotions. And remember, you are fully driven by emotion. As a teenager, as a young adult, you are fully driven by emotions. Your reasoning capacity, your reasoning brain, your reasoning faculty is not fully formed. So the decisions you are making are likely going to be driven by emotions, which means you are not thinking clearly. You are angry, you are going to respond to it. You are crushing on someone, you are going to feel, oh, I'm in love with this person, and you are going to respond to that crush in a way you are not supposed to respond to that crush. You feel envy towards someone, you don't even know what to do with that emotions, you are going to respond to it. Did you ever hear the story of, I don't remember the school, is it Darwin College or Christian College, a couple of years ago, of the boy who felt, oh, this particular girl, he used to be the star of the class, you know, but when the new session came in, a new girl came in, and the girl became the star of the class. You know, he was envious to the extent that he went to take chemical from the laboratory and put in the girl's water. Thank God the girl was very observant, and she knew that my water smells differently, so she wasn't going to drink the water. And that was how, I think, CCTV footage, something like that, or the friends that noticed, they knew what happened, and that was how the boy was caught. Emotions, because she was envious. What about Mensoma? I don't know if you heard the story about a couple of years ago, the girl who maybe she felt she was so intelligent, she would make it as the best, her result would be the best JAMB result ever. Unfortunately, her result was not the best JAMB result ever. So what did she do? That emotions, maybe, oh, I have failed people, how can I have 270 something when everybody thinks I'm so intelligent, I should be having 30 something. That was how she went and falsified a result. What about the other girl who hit a lecturer, who was fighting a lecturer, simply because she was making a TikTok video by the walkway, and the lecturer was passing. The lecturer just passed and told her, please don't record me or something like that. And that was how she got super angry, and I heard she was expelled. Being in 300 level or so, she was expelled eventually after doing 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, writing JAMB, WAEC, and all of that. You know, you are driven by emotions. So you must always listen to the voice of reasoning. Listen to guidance. Accept guidance and counsel from the adults around you, because they are no longer driven by emotions. They are driven by reason. Their reasoning capacity, their prefrontal cortex is developed fully, so they can reason. And again, they have a lot of experiences. They can reason. Now, the next one is, when you do not listen to guidance, you are going to repeat people's mistakes. We hear that experience is the best teacher. It doesn't have to be your own experience. It can be other people's experience. Other people's experience can equally teach you, just as your own experience can teach you. Now, if you don't listen to guidance, you are going to repeat the mistakes people have made. Someone that said, okay, this road is swampy, I have passed there and I almost sank. I don't want you to pass there. You are still going to pass there, and you are going to fall into that ditch because you are not listening. So if you don't listen to the voice of reasoning, you are going to repeat people's mistakes, avoidable mistakes, Mistakes, you are supposed to be able to mistakes you're supposed to be able to avoid. Another thing that happens when you don't listen to voice of reasoning, you don't listen to counsel, you don't take guidance, is people don't trust you. I will not trust you. People will not trust you because you constantly don't listen. So people don't want to trust you. They don't want to help you. They don't want to guide you. Oh, he thinks he knows it all. He knows. He said we should leave him. He's a big boy. He said we should leave him. We should leave her. He's alive. She knows what she's doing. Okay, let's leave her, because even if I tell her, she's not going to learn. She's not going to take it. So they will not trust you because you constantly ignore direction. And guess what? Even your parents will not trust you with freedom, because what you desire the most is freedom. Now, this is why your parents, it seems as if you are always clashing with them. You want freedom. You are independent. You are on you are grown now. It is your life. You know what you are doing. But because you don't listen, you keep making mistakes, they will not trust you to give you that freedom. For example, you want a phone. Oh, everybody has a phone. I want a phone. And your parents have told you, okay, you are not getting a phone now, but you can use my phone to do your assignment. You can use my phone to play with, to call your friends and all of that. And they have sat you down. They've explained to you why you don't need a phone. Yet you go and take, when they give you their phone, you are supposed to use the phone for assignment. You are using the phone for games. You are using the phone for TikTok or other things. What do you think happens? They are not going to trust you. So the freedom you need to use your phone, in fact, it is going to be, you are going to get your phone on a much longer time than you were supposed to get it, because you were not listening. You didn't listen to counsel. You didn't listen to guidance. For that reason, you did not earn their trust. Now, because you did not earn their trust, that freedom is delayed. Excuse me. Or your parents have told you certain things. Okay, don't do this. Don't follow this kind of friends. They still see you with those kind of friends. I say, oh, mom, I want to go for my friend's birthday party. They will not allow you to go for your friend's birthday party. Because if at home, they have told you these friends are not healthy for you, these relationships are not healthy for you, and you go ahead anyways to stay in a relationship that they have told you is not healthy for you, and then you now feel, oh, they should give you freedom to go outside with friends. They will not give you freedom. You know why? Because they have not trusted you. As a mom, I will not give my children freedom if I have not trusted them. Because freedom is responsibility. Freedom is responsibility. So you have to show that you are responsible enough to be trusted with freedom. One thing that happens when you don't listen to guidance, counsel, you don't listen to voice of wisdom, is that you are going to learn the hard way. I watched a video one time of a boy who was released. I think he was released by some luck. He was in the prison for 14 years. He was released by some kind of luck, because he was meant to stay there for a long time. He was meant to stay there much longer than that, much long. What happened? He said he was with some friends. His parents, his mom, I think his dad was late also. His mom had always warned him. These boys, people have complained in the neighborhood about the particular boys, that they were not good and all of that. But he felt, what was it? He's not going to do bad things like them now. They said the boys are this, they pickpocket. He doesn't do that. So he just likes them. He hangs around them. They have the vibe he likes. That was it. So one day, these boys, they did not pickpocket, nothing. They were just together, and there was a clash between the boys and some other boys. That was how police came to arrest them, and they arrested him. From one narrative to another sentence. Remember, I said the father, I didn't have a father, just a mom. The mom couldn't do much. Bail, no bail. People to come and bail. It was from one excuse to another. Before he knew what was happening, the boy landed in jail, and he spent 14 years in jail. I think he was meant to spend 21 years in jail. He was meant to spend 21 years in jail. So he had done the first 7, he had done the second 7. It was at the end of the second 7 that he got his release by some kind of luck for a crime he did not commit, just that he did not listen to the right counsel. He learned the hard way. It's not all about going to jail. We see girls, you tell them, oh, when you dress, cover your body very well. I know no one says it's an excuse, but the more you dress scantily, the more is something like an invitation to treat. The more you are inviting eyes on you, you know, and the more eyes are on you, you dress scantily, you have boys looking at you from everywhere you go. The more boys are looking at you, the more you are becoming overwhelmed. The more you attract that, you know, first comment by hearing. The more you hear boys telling you, excuse me, I like you, before you know what is happening, you see one of them, you start developing feelings towards one of them. You see one of them that maybe checks that, you see one of them that is able to penetrate your heart, and then you think you fall in love, and then one thing leads to another. You may get pregnant, you may get a disease, you may get what they call soul tie, you may just get emotionally entangled. You know, so from not dressing properly, but if you it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you are learning the hard way. You are learning the hard way. So when your parents tell you things, when your guardian tell you things, when voice of reasoning around you, they tell you things, actually, like I said, they may not have the skills to tell you or to try to convince you, but it is for your own good. You have your life. It is your life. So it is for you to shape your life. Remember, you are in your most defining season. I cannot stop using the Very Dark Man, VDM, as a reference. You are in your most defining season. Because of that, people see him. People even see him as darkness, a lot of things. Because of one mistake he made. When he was not emotionally, when he was still being driven so much by emotions. What happens when you listen to voice of reason? One of the things that happen is you make better choices. You are able to make better choices because whether you are 14, you are 13, you are a brand. You have a reputation. People should know you. When people look at you, you know, oh, that boy that used to be in my class. Imagine tomorrow, there was one time on Facebook, people were talking about how they were bullied in secondary school. And people were referring to some people that bullied them back in secondary school. Some celebrities, some people who are making meaning out of their lives now, they were mentioned for being bullied back in secondary school. You know, some of them, do you think they will get away with it? No, some will not get away with it. But here is the thing. You are a brand. You have a reputation, to an image to protect. Bear that in mind. When you listen to a voice of reason, when you listen to people around you, when you take guidance and counseling, you know, you listen to guidance, you listen to counsel, you are protecting your brand. You are building your brand. It may not seem that you are a brand today, but I tell you, you are a brand. If someone knows you for always stealing today, tomorrow, people are also going to know you for always stealing. Oh, that person, leave her alone. She was always a thief. Are you sure I can trust this person? I saw someone wrote on Facebook one day that people grow. We grow. You know, we are not the same we were in primary school, in secondary school. It is true. We are not the same we were in secondary school. We are not the same we were in university. We grow. But the truth of the matter is, even when you have grown, people will find it difficult to trust you. Have you heard first impression? Cut the deepest. First impression. You never have a second chance to correct a first impression. So you are a brand. It is now that you will begin. It is now you begin to build your brand, to protect your reputation. You are a brand. Know this, know peace, and run with it. You are a brand. So you are in your defining moment. The decisions you make today go a long way to shape your brand in the future. You are a brand. Start living your life now intentionally, because you may never have another opportunity to correct an impression. You never know who you are going to meet. You never know who is going to have that thing you need tomorrow, who you may need to collaborate with, who you may need to partner with, who may need to refer you, who may need to recommend you. You never know. You know, you don't know. So you are a brand. When you make better choices today, when you listen to counsel today, when you listen to guidance today, you are going to make better choices. And when you make a better choice today, your tomorrow will thank you for it. Tomorrow you will be glad. You will look back and you are glad. I was listening to one young girl on Facebook one day. She was talking about how growing up, today she's doing well, she's comfortable, she's just trying to grow herself. She was looking at growing up, because she made a post about girls who got pregnant outside wedlock. So that is got pregnant without necessarily getting married. People were like bashing her. They didn't know what she meant. So she now came forward to explain actually what she meant by that. She knows that there are people that events happen to, but she was talking about growing up as a teenager, and she lived in a community where it was like the thing, the trend, the in thing. Everyone was just dating, becoming every teenager was sexually active and all of that. But somehow she did not engage. Somehow she just did not join them in those things. So she was happy. She's happy today that she did not make that mistake, because if she had made that mistake, according to them, you just end up getting pregnant, and after that you cannot move forward. Maybe you just get stuck with the boy, you living menial life. That was not the kind of life she envisaged for herself, and she did not join them. That was what she meant by that. When you listen to guidance and counseling, remember your brain is not fully developed. You listen to people whose brains are fully developed. You listen to people who have walked the path you are just discovering. You listen to people who have been there before. You are going to make better, more empowered decisions. And when you make more empowered decisions, your future self is going to thank you for it. Secondly, when you listen to guidance, it simply means that you are going to make better choices, which means your parents are going to trust you with freedom, the freedom you need. One of the reasons why you feel, my parents are always disturbing me, they are always coming on my way, telling me what to do, telling me what not to do, minding my business and living their business, is because you have not earned their trust. You have not proven to them that you are actually responsible. You have not proven to them that you can take charge of yourself. You have not proven to them. Not until you prove to them that you are responsible and you can take charge of yourself, they will always be on your case. They will always be on your case. So what is it going to be? You need to prove to them that you can be responsible. You need to prove to them that you can. You need to earn that freedom you so much desire. So when you listen to wisdom, counsel, voice of wisdom, you are going to make better choices. And when you make better choices, it reflecting in everything you do. Your parents and the people around you are going to trust you. You avoid regrets. This is definitely one of these. Like I said, ask very many adults around you. Ask your parents, ask your guardian, ask people around you, and they will tell you, growing up, I did this, and I honestly regret it. I definitely wish I could change back the hands of time. I have my truckload of regrets. Oh yes, I have my truckload of regrets. The other day I was telling my teenagers, in church that if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have made decisions differently from what I made then, and I would have had I would have been living a more fulfilled life if I knew then what I know now. So now like I told you, we didn't have the opportunities, we didn't have mentors. If you are just joining, you want to go to the beginning of the video and watch it now, because I have shared quite a lot of information that will be empowering for you, you know. So when you listen to counsel, I tell you, you are going to live a life where you are not going to regret. You are going to happy. Remember, I said you are a brand. You are going to intentionally make decisions, intentionally live according to your purpose, your brand, and everything. And in due time, you will be proud of yourself. You are not going to live a life you will regret. Had I known. You are not going to try to cover up. You make one mistake and you try to cover up, that can lead to multiple mistakes. So listen to the words of, I use VDM, the very dark man, as an example, and I use it over and over again. I talk about him so much to my teenagers because he is like, trying to use the word rave of the moment. He's just someone who has made fame. He's bold, you know, and people actually like, he's bold. Some people could have easily trusted. Some people could have really said, okay, a lot of things, you know. But every now and then, he has an issue with someone. They are bringing the fact that, oh, see, this one that used to sell his private pictures. This one that used to hawk his private pictures. This one that used to, this one that used to have relationship with men like him. Even till now, he still does it. In fact, he has done a lot to convince people that he doesn't have relationships with men again. I'm being mindful of my words because of I don't know, because of YouTube's guidelines, you know, because people, those things he used to do, he did them in the moment of impulse, the moment of emotions, not reasoning. Until today, years later, people say to him, I believe him, leave this one. He's men, he follows men like him. I believe this one that used to sell his private pictures. So as a teenager, if you listen to voice of wisdom, if you listen to counsel and guidance, you are going to avoid regret in the future. You will avoid regret in the future. You will grow faster. You will grow faster because people have been there. You are listening to them. So they are just more like giving you their tricks, telling you, oh, what they did. I did this, I did. So you are situations that will drag you back, that will sabotage you, you are going to be able to avoid it. Which means you are not going to make mistakes that will stall you, because people who make those mistakes, they are guiding you, they are directing you, they are your air controller. So at the end of the day, you are not going to make those mistakes, which means you are going to grow faster in life. When you have mentors, you grow faster in life. Why you must listen to a voice of wisdom, why you must listen to counsel, why you must listen to guidance, be guided, why you must stop thinking, oh, my parents, they are overbearing, they are all over the place, they want to live my life for me, it is my life. When you listen to a voice of reason, I tell you, you grow faster, because those mistakes that will hold you back, you will not make those mistakes. So listen to voice of reason. So who are you going to listen to? Let's talk about who are those voice of reasons you are going to listen to. Your parents. I don't know if anyone in this world loves you as much as your parents do. I don't know if anyone in this world genuinely wants you to succeed as much as your parents do. I don't know if anyone in this world is ready to make sacrifices for you as much as your parents do. I don't know. But one thing I know is that your parents, they love you genuinely. Think about it. From when you were a baby, even from when you were in the womb, they wanted you. They prayed for you. They planned for you. You came in. They've made sacrifices for you. Have you seen a pregnant woman dragging? I saw a pregnant woman on Facebook the other day, was crying that pregnancy is a lot. She didn't know pregnancy was that, would demand so much from her. Your parents went through all of that, sacrifices. Then after that, back to feeding you. Ask people that have children now, how much they buy a tin of food compared to what they earn their salary. Somehow they will have to make a lot of sacrifices. Then talk about you are now in school, the days you are not feeling fine, you need to clothe you. They've made a lot of sacrifices. Talk about you are not feeling fine, they are leaving their businesses, everything, taking to the hospital. You have PTA in school they are attending. You have a lot. So imagine all the sacrifices they have made for you. Do you actually think they want to throw all those sacrifices away? Nobody makes that sacrifice for you and let it go to waste. Nobody. So I don't know anyone who has sacrificed as much for you as your parents. I don't know anyone who loves you as much as your parents. You may think, oh, the girl loves me, the boy loves me, so you want to leave your home and run after the person. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously? Because your emotions are leading you. Your emotions are influencing you. That is why you will not pause and think of all what your parents have put into you. And then you feel, oh, you just crush on someone, you run off with the person, they love you. So you want to ignore your parents. You don't want to listen to them. You feel, after all that sacrifices, of course they can put their money together and buy the latest car. They can buy the latest clothes. They can go to their dream destinations, They can put their money together. But no, all that money they have sacrificed to raise you. And then you are now becoming a teenager. You feel this is when they no longer love you. No. What about the time? What about the feelings, the emotions? What about a lot of things they have to go through? All because of you, their child. All because of you. So no. The first people you should listen to their voice of reason are your parents. Are your parents. Like I said, I don't know anyone who loves you as much as your parents do. I don't know anyone who has made sacrifices for you as much as your parents do. And guess what? No one makes that kind of a sacrifice and wants to throw it away. So your parents do not want to deceive you, except maybe something is psychologically wrong with them. They don't want to deceive you. They don't want to destroy you. They want your life to be good. They want to have a good and a happy life. So when they come to counsel you, when they come to give you guidance, it is for your own good. It is because they want a good and happy life. And guess what? Your happiness fulfills them. So they don't have any business with you being sad. You being happy fulfills them. You being happy gives them joy. You being happy gives them happiness. Who doesn't like to be happy? No one. Who doesn't like to be happy? Again, you are an emotion. Your emotions are controlling you. You are not able to reason because it is not your fault, because you are not grown yet. And your parents have a truckload of experiences that you do not have. So you must listen to them because they genuinely love you, they genuinely care for you, and they have like I said, they may not have the skills to actually maybe try to convince you, to actually maybe teach you what they are supposed to teach you. They may not have those skills. But the truth of the matter is, not having those skills doesn't mean what they want for you is not good. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean they don't care. It doesn't mean they are overbearing. It doesn't mean they want to choke you. It simply means that you need now to take their lessons they are teaching you and run with it. You don't want to live a life you regret tomorrow. Another people you should listen to are your mentors. As young people, you should have mentors. You should have mentors. Because there are times you are confused. There are times you feel, oh, my parents, I don't like what they are doing. They are overwhelming me. When you have mentors, you take your issue to them. Okay, my parents are doing this to me. or this is what they want, but I don't want this, I want this. You take your issue to mentors. I tell you, your mentors are able to advise you. They are able to advise you and help you stay on course. So have mentors around you and listen to them. Read books, empowering books. There are so many books as a young adult you will read and your life will be transformed. Read books. Begin with, what's the name of this book? Gifted Hands by Ben Carson. Begin with Gifted Hands by Ben Carson. Read it. Go to books like 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens by Steve Covey. Read it. Go to 6 Secrets You Must Know Before You as a Teenager by, I think, Franklin Covey, something like that. Read it. There are 17 Secrets of Highly Effective Teens that be successful teens. Read them by Farah Duro something. Read books. Make out time to read books. They are going to help you in your journey of life. You have pastors. Listen to your pastors. They are preaching the word of God. Listen to them. Listen to their counsel because you want to stay connected to God. You have people around you, trusted adults, reasonable adults. Your teachers in school, listen to them. Listen to them. They are also your guardian. Your guardian. Yes, they are also your mentors. Listen to them. Especially, dear teenager, listen to your parents. Like I said, I don't think there's anyone in this world that loves you genuinely as much as your parents do, or that wants you to succeed as much as your parents do. Now, if you know that, you have issues with your parents, fine. What they may be saying, they are teaching you, it may be okay, but the manner and all of that, just encourage them to go skill up, to go learn parenting. You can encourage them to join the Visionary Parents Academy. Tell them to come on this channel, and then they will learn how to join the Visionary Parents Academy. It's a yearly academy where parents get empowered to actually guide their children right, lead their children right. So you can encourage them to join. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section, or you can send me a message on WhatsApp 080-567-34640, or I'll also drop my number here. Send me a message, send me your what is it called, your questions, and I'll gladly respond to them. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Method Things with the Visionary Parents Academy with Enimie Orebo. See you next Saturday for another empowering topic that will help you grow. So if you are just joining, please go to the beginning of this video and watch it, and I tell you, your life as a teenager is going to be transformed. If you are a parent watching, you have teenagers, please just put on this video and have them watch with you, and at the end of the day, tell them to share what they learned from the video with you. Tell them to share what they learned from the video with you, and then you can also take it further from there. And if you have any struggles with your teenager or your young adult, it's okay. Feel free to send it here, share it with me. You can share. I've shared my number here already. You can send it to me via WhatsApp, or you can share it here, and I guarantee you that I am going to respond to you. Or you cannot just drop it here in the comment section. I am going to respond to you. So now what you want to do for me is actually to type in what you learned, or just say thank you or anything. When you respond to a video like this, YouTube knows that, okay, there is value here, and YouTube is likely to share it with more other people, more people to watch. So yes, that is it for today. See you next week. Bye bye.